and then leveling off in the 40s overnight. So maybe less of a need for heat or the heater, but maybe less frequency when it comes to those heaters, because it's not going to be quite as cold despite the presence of ongoing high pressure and the drier air that's around. We had a little uptick in the moisture levels yesterday, but now with winds more west and northwest, we're going to see less of that moisture, and it can make maybe a 2, 3, 4 degree difference in those lows between tonight and tomorrow night. But I think we'll stay mostly around the 40s, thanks in part to the ongoing trend of light to calm air, as well as that north wind pattern when the wind does blow, and the overall clear sky. Any kind of cloudiness that we see tomorrow will really not be all that widespread, if it forms at all, because we have a renewed little dose of dry air with the winds shifting around to the north and northeast. So that limits the inflow of Gulf and Bay moisture, and that should limit the amount of cloudiness we see during the course of your Friday. So a sunshiny conclusion to your work and school week, most likely, and maybe something a little more pleasant to go into the weekend as well, with very little fundamental change in the overall pattern. We'll maintain some slight variations in the wind flow, perhaps a little more southeasterly at times on Saturday, but not enough moisture to really cause widespread dense fog. I think it'll be patchy. It can be contained in areas like that wildfire zone in eastern Wakulla County, or perhaps near a body of water. You can see some low visibility, at least in a short-term sense, but I think any kind of widespread, more dense fog will be confined to the lower Swanee Valley tonight. High pressure stays around all weekend long, as I mentioned, but again, just positioned a little differently from day to day, so perhaps a little more south or southeast, southwest wind for Saturday, and not a whole lot of overall change when it comes to temperature trends or rain chances for that matter. Not enough moisture, plus the front kind of coming close to middle Georgia, not really enough to trigger any kind of rain risk for us right through Sunday. So your lows tonight will be in the mid 40s for most areas, and highs tomorrow making a run for the mid to upper 70s, maybe closing in on 80 for some areas. And if you don't get there tomorrow or Saturday, you got a chance Sunday. And maybe if not Sunday, you have many more chances next week. This is going to be a warmer pattern that really stretches for, I'd say, at least the next 7 to 9 days beyond the scope of the extended forecast. So that does mean those morning lows will not be as brutally cold. We could be leveling off in the 50s, which would be above average.